I'm a student. My name is Ella Manuel, and I'm a student in Wanzhou, Personal University of Languages, and I'm representing here the master degree courses of international affairs, but in particular a course that belongs to European studies, which is called European Economic Issues, and we are here to interview AVO. He is a manager and representative of AVO here in Taiwan, here in Kaohsiung, Taiwan. And the interview today is about the culture and what position does AVO has here in the Taiwanese market towards a globalized market. So there will be some questions that will pertain to its more intimate side of economy and also more broader kind of questions. So hello, Pablo.
Hello, thank you.
So what are the AVO's main customers? What are your customers?
Right now, mainly in South America. We are currently opening the market in the US. So yeah, we're targeting like both sides. I would say, generally speaking, it will be the Hispanic market around the world. Some of our customers are in Europe, they speak Spanish, they're from Latin America, but they, immigrated to European countries. Some others are in the southern part of the US, like Florida, for example. Some are in New York, but they have like operations throughout South America. So those are our customers right now.
So languages is actually a tool that you must embrace very hard, so you can deal with your business and you can finally have some success in your business.
Yeah, totally. Spanish and Chinese. Yes. Mainly Chinese and Spanish.
All right. So what kind of services are mostly solicited here, especially in Europe? What are the most solicited services from Europe?
So this is because our target, the service that the people ask the most is like sample check. Like they want to place small orders for their online stores, for example. So they use our office in China to ship everything together. Then we take a look for them, we check the quality, we take some pictures, we put items together. So they save money by putting together all their orders. They also save money by avoiding shipping items that they don't want. Let's say, I always say this, when a sample leaves China, there is no way to put it back. So if it's like broken or maybe has some color fading, for example, it is best to realize the problem in China. So European customers, they're using this a lot. Like they put together the orders there, the samples. Once they get confidence that that's what they want, they place a larger order.
So we're talking about the very specific items, customized items.
Some of them are customized, some others are just like general items. But like, even though you have a very particular product from different suppliers, each of them will have different qualities. They come from different factories. So this is what people like to test.
All right. So what are the goals of the corporation AVO in the Taiwanese market?
In the Taiwanese market, I think, broadly speaking, we want to let the world notice, more about Taiwan. That we want to somehow make this an attractive spot for business, for tourism. Let people know that yes, we are based here, that we exist. This is a beautiful place. They can come to visit us. So yeah, mostly that. Yeah.
Nice. So what is the purpose of AVO working in the European market? It has a purpose.
Sure, yeah, no, totally. So we want to be that point or that purchasing office that the customers in the European market can rely on when it comes to purchasing in like larger volumes from Chinese market, from Taiwan, from Asia in general. That we want them to rely on our communication system, on our sample check system, and to feel comfortable that they're getting what they're paying for.
All right. So what is the purpose, what is the main reasons for AVO to establish an operation in Southern Europe?
Southern Europe, yeah, that would be, especially during the pandemic, we noticed that people were more willing to buy online, right? So there was a surge in opportunity, like, or better say, a huge need for checking products before shipping them out from China, making sure that people were working with reliable suppliers in China. Because during that time, it was very turbulent, so there were a lot of scams. People were getting scammed, even from small orders to thousands of dollars over. Even nowadays, there's still people getting scammed. So they needed an office, like a institution they could look at and feel comfortable and confident, like, hey, if I send these people money, I know my money will return to me in a certain way, either by a product, by a refund, by a contract, whatever, but it will be safe. So we saw this need and we said, hey, maybe this is the time. This is the time to let people know that we are a serious business partner, we're here for them, and that's why.
So you can show the legitimacy of your corporation to your clients.
Yeah.
So it's very important for them to know that legitimacy.
You can say in a certain way, we thought that we wanted to empower people to say, yes, it is safe to buy from Asia because they're serious business partners there that will help us to do so. This is important for any economic growth, people feeling confident to spend money.
All right. So what are the main reasons for AVO to establish an operation here in Kaohsiung, Taiwan?
I would say that was a family reason. So like our family lives here. It's a very nice city, not as busy or as noisy as Taipei. I'm not from a big city. I'm from a very small, calm city, so I love this place.
All right.
When you're far away from home, you want to feel that you're at home, right? This place makes me feel at home.
That's the same for me too.
Good.
Which European countries are you currently working with? Which European countries?
So directly, that would be Spain, mainly Spain. Yeah, because of the language, Spanish. And then we tried some time with Iceland, I think. And then we also have some contacts in Germany. But that is it's like exploring the market. We don't really have a foot there yet. Our foot is in the Spanish market mainly. Yeah.
So my next question was exactly that. What would you like to work with more European countries in the future? You just said yes, of course.
Germany. Germany is a great market. And the only thing is the import tax in Germany, they're very tricky because they want to protect, Germany produces a lot of stuff. So they want to protect their own market. So when you import from countries like China, where maybe labor is cheaper, they make sure you pay higher taxes at destination.
Yeah, we understand that Germany is part of customs union too, right? So they have specific taxes, just like the other European countries have. It's a customs union, it's European Union.
Yeah.
So is there a specific niche that AVO is targeting in this moment?
In Southern Europe, right?
In Southern Europe?
Yeah, in Southern Europe, the target will be that customer that wants to start like a new e-commerce business, and they want to source from like Chinese market or Taiwanese market. They want to feel safe about it. That would be our niche. That customer that is kind of starting is willing to spend money and is willing to explore safely. So that's the people that we're targeting. So
eventually, AVO works with e-commerce and has the right tools to prove the legitimacy to those clients.
Totally.
That is great. So are there any partners with whom AVO has the interest to collaborate? Is there any industrial partners, industries, corporations with different industries or something?
Yes, totally. We actually work together with people around the world. I would say in Southern Europe, I haven't defined what we have there is mostly individuals. But in South America, we work with different offices, importing offices in countries like Venezuela, Peru, Colombia, Ecuador. Those are people that promote our services, and then we work together to handle the import process, because we strongly believe the best people to do imports are people at the market. So if we're shipping to Ecuador, we want to have an Ecuadorian office to handle the import process. We also have some partners in the US. We just recently closed a new deal to open our new office in the US. So yeah, we are, that's how we work. We believe in partnership, in testing people and giving people opportunity, because that's how we were founded. Like by people giving us opportunities.
So proceeding is like you get a contact in a specific region of the globe, and then you implement operation established with a person that you can trust and work with you.
Sometimes they're totally unknown to our group, so we have to proceed cautiously. We test them, we ask questions, we do certain interviews, and then once we feel comfortable, we start with like small things, see how they go, and then once we see that they're very serious in business, then we keep moving forward.
All right. So what are the major barriers in AVO's business in Europe?
Right now, I would say the tax, import tax in Europe. Big time, because some people are like, yes, this is awesome, but if I bring more than this quantity, I will have to pay this much tax, which puts me out of, competition. Like, let's say they have a very good quality product in China, they want to ship it to Germany, and then they said, if I buy 100 of these, my tax will be 35% or 40%. And if I have to pay 40% taxes on this item, I cannot sell it because nobody will buy it. Impossible. So that's the main barrier.
So how does taxes work? Is about quantity. The more the quantity, the more the tax, or the more the quantity is the higher the tax.
It's like a game. So it depends on the product. It depends on the quality. It depends on the value. So people are always like playing with that, especially like small businesses. They always try to, tweak some numbers here and there to make it work, but that's not, that's too difficult to work with that. I always tell them, get yourself like better established, prepare to invest money. This will pay off. Be original. Try to come up with a product that nobody else has, so you can enjoy, taking over the market. But when it comes to commodity, too difficult.
Have you ever thought about implanting an operation in Germany and make it like a corporation, but identify it as an FDI, foreign direct investment, established with its roots in Germany, so we can skip those taxes?
Honestly, I have not, because of the cost structure issues. There are some markets that are more attractive to me. Eventually, when we have maybe more volume in that area, then we can consider stepping in formally.
I think it would be a good solution to skip those trade taxes.
Definitely.
So does AVO work independently in the global market, or work for a larger group or organic structure? Like, does AVO belongs to another corporation or works with other corporation?
So when we were founded, we were invested by some of our customers. In a certain way, we work together with them. So it's like a symbiosis in our operation. We help them with many things. There are some services that we simply don't charge because they are like very, very small things. But then at the same time, how they pay us back, they give us more business, they recommend us, they help to put the name out. So I would say in a certain way, yes. Not on paper, but yeah.
It's a kind of symbiosis, help each other kind of policy. So are there any changes regarding your operation after the pandemic?
After the pandemic, So the first thing I want to do is, we have, staff around the world. We have staff not only in Taiwan, but in different cities like Kaohsiung, Taipei. Then when you go to China, we have staff in Chongqing, Xiamen. And then South America, we have people in Chile, Venezuela, Colombia, Peru. So all of these staff members, the first thing I want them to do after this pandemic ends is to go out there to a proper office, start like having an actual relationship with people, because I think that's very important for them to, human contact. Right now, most of them work from home because that's the safe thing to do, but that's safe for your health, maybe not so much for your mental health. So that would be the first structural change. And then after that, we want to plan maybe some business trips to start letting people see our faces, like those people you see on the screen are these people in real life. And Europe is actually one of our first destinations.
Yeah, it's very important, especially for European people, because they have this culture of contact of
Totally,
people.
yeah, they like to see that. So, we're kind of lucky because 2 years ago, we started working together with Alibaba. We actually made some videos for them. You go to their website, you're going to see our faces there. And we were helping people to improve their purchasing process. And actually that had certain degree of success in the European market because they like to see faces in a reliable website, Alibaba. And then that relationship remained until now. But again, the human contact is not there, right? So I want to.
Let's hope that this coronavirus is passed by and finally people can have more closer contact and interaction.
Hope.
So how does mobilization play a role in their company operation, in your company operation?
How does the globalization
play?
It's very important. Yeah, like for us, every day that passes, people are like more connected with each other. The distance between the factor and the end user is shorter. That is part of globalization, So we try to set a foot in different markets, the one that are in a certain way easier for us to access. But yeah, it's just setting foot wherever we can. And whenever we have an opportunity, we make sure we have a presence there.
Nice. So why did AVO establish its headquarters in Xiamen, China, instead of Venezuela or other Latin American countries?
So first thing is my presence. I'm here right now. I'm not back home in Venezuela. We are actually studying that possibility now that we have grown. We have people there working. So eventually, when they can go out, they want an office. So yes, we want to open the operation there. But that was a presence thing. So when I was here, I opened the office in Kaohsiung, and then we thought, okay, where in China can we live happily? Because far away from home. I like very much Taiwan, so I want to feel kind of the same lifestyle. Then we were checking cities, and then Xiamen showed itself like a good opportunity for us to maybe not feel so far away from Taiwan, just being so close. I don't know if you guys know Kinmen Island. Kinmen is just 30 minutes boat from Xiamen.
Yeah.
And from the Xiamen port to my home, it's just 20 minutes. So it takes me less than an hour to get back home. So I was very happy. We took a trip there. I felt very, very comfortable. And we said, okay, we may not be in the hottest market, but we are in a place where we can be happy, we can perform better, and we are still close to, main market. So, yeah.
All right. Thank you, Pablo. Thank
so
you
much.
for your information.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for watching. And this is our group, the Group 1 of European Economic Studies. And here you can understand the reality of a company working in Taiwan with its project towards Europe and around the world. Thank you for watching.